Hi everyone, welcome along. It is Wednesday the 15th of January, or episode number 8 of JDQ. So thank you very much for listening today. I always mention at the beginning sort of the episode number. I have done this week anyway, the episode number. And it's because when I upload them to the podcast platforms that then send them out to the various places that you can listen to it from, it always asks for a series and an episode number. Now, I know there's a lot of you that are competitive out there and you're competing against other people and keeping scores and stuff. So what I've decided to do, I was thinking about this for quite a bit the other day. So each quiz has got an episode number, and it's currently down as series 1. So I'm going to do them in 4-week batches. So series 1, this will be week 2 of 4 of series 1. So it'll be basically 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so it'll be 20 over like 4 weeks. So series 1, 4 weeks, series 2, the next 4 weeks, series 3, the next 4 weeks, etc. So if you wanted to break it down into a more competitive competition, and it's kind of how the website will be as well. So you'll have that option there. So you'll have 4. I mean, you won't notice any difference, to be honest. It'll just flow as it would just be me going, hey, it's now series 2. But yeah, so that's how that's the reason why, in case anyone wondered why there's series and episode numbers. But that's my plan for it. So this is episode 8 of series 1. Hey, series 2 coming soon. But as always then, 5 questions for you this morning, ranging from a bit of children's TV, some geography, some music, and some architecture in here today as well. A real mixed bag for you for the middle day of the week. And if you've never played before, it's very, very simple. 5 questions, 5 answers. That's pretty much all you need to know. It's the shortest, brilliant, bite-sized Jay's quiz now in podcast format on a Monday to Friday basis. So all you need to do is grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper. If you're driving, do not grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper. Just make sure you lock those answers into your head when I tell you to, and then you can tot your scores up afterwards. But let's get into this then. It is Wednesday the 15th of January. Let's see your questions for today. Question number 1. Pontypandy is the setting for which children's animated TV series? Pontypandy. Oh no, I apologise to the people of Wales for that really bad impression. I am so sorry. I'm in Wales on Saturday as well. Well, Saturday the 18th, just in case you listen to this after. But I'm in Wales. Looking forward to it. It's going to be good fun. But they're not going to be very appreciative of my accent. Question number 2. Worthy Farm is the usual home of which festival? So Worthy Farm is the usual home of which festival? Number 3. Who was the main architect of St. Paul's Cathedral? So who was the main architect of St. Paul's Cathedral? And number 4, I was about to say your final question. It's not. Number 4 comes before 5. Number 4, what is the official language of the United States of America? So what is the official language of the USA? I do still... I mean, as I'm recording this, it is still very much going on. So by the time it gets to you on Wednesday, I don't know how much will have changed. But our thoughts are very much with everybody over there in California. But your final question for today, number 5. The first Lord of the Treasury resides at which London address? I love this question. I really do love this question. The first Lord of the Treasury resides at which London address? There we go. That is your questions then for today. So a bit of thinking time as always if you need it, but when the countdown finishes and I come back in, make sure you've got your answers locked in and ready to find out how you did. So for giving you some thinking time, well, I need a countdown. And as many people have mentioned, they thought it was me and my Sean Connery impression. However, it's not. So countdown man, take it away.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, right, let's see then how you did today. The middle of the week, Wednesday the 15th of January. Your questions were along with your answers. Here they are. Number one, I don't know what I'm saying there. Number one, Pontypandy is the setting for which children's animated TV series. It is Fireman Sam. Number two, Worthy Farm is the usual home of which festival? It is Glastonbury. Number three, who is the main architect of St. Paul's Cathedral? It was Sir Christopher Wren. Number four, what is the official language of the USA? None. There isn't an official language of the USA. They don't have one. There's only a handful of countries in the world that don't have an official language, and the USA is one of them. I'm trying to get the UK to sort of agree that the language of J should be the new sort of language of the UK, because I don't make any sense, but then a lot of people don't, so I think it'd be quite cool. But finally, the First Lord of the Treasury resides at which London address? This is a job I very much would not want, and to be honest, I don't think the country would want me to have this either, because it's number 10 Downing Street. So yeah, the Prime Minister took on the role, or in fact, actually, I'll tell you in a second, because it's part of your tiebreaker, so we'll come to that in just a second. But yeah, there is your 5 questions and answers. So how have you done? Remember, you can share your scores across the social media platforms, and yeah, there'll be a post somewhere you can share your scores. And if Spotify and Amazon have decided to switch it on, you can always share them in the comments. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can as well. And obviously our Patreon Discord server, massive thank you as always to our Patreons. Yeah, they've got their Patreons have got their own on our Discord server. They've got their own little room, their own little channel where they can share their daily scores in there, which is great to see them doing that. So back to the quiz in hand. Your tie-breaking question then today is this: since the Prime Minister also took on the role of the First Lord of the Treasury in 1922, how many have held the dual role? Yeah, so prior to 1922, you had the Prime Minister and then you had the First Lord of the Treasury. But then in 1922, they then combined the roles, and ever since they have shared the Prime Minister has had that role, whether they've been in the job for, you know, years and years and years, or just a handful of days. They've had both roles. So, but yeah, how many have held the dual role? In 3, get those answers down. 2, 1. It is 22. Yeah, 22 have held the dual role of Prime Minister and First Lord of the Treasury. So then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is all of your questions and answers then for today. If you've ended up on the same score in the tiebreaker, remember, as always, just play rock, paper, scissors just to get you to determine who has won overall today. So that is it. Yeah, so do share your scores across all my social media platforms and in the comments of these if they activate them. I still don't know how. I'll find a tutorial. So maybe by the time that you actually listen to this from when I'm recording it, they might actually be live and ready to go. So yeah, do share your scores. Don't forget, please stick a rating on it and continue to share it far and wide so that we can get this out to as many quizzing people as possible, and even non-quizzing people who just want to do something for fun every day of the week. That is it then from me for today's podcast. Share your scores, and I will see you soon. As always, for me, take care and stay safe.